Hello, the doc is in and welcome back to another JJK video. I was gonna say chapter review, but it's not a chapter review. This is a chapter prediction video. I don't think I've ever really done a video like this. I know I intended to do a JJK season 2 review this weekend, this week, but I was really busy and had other stuff to do, and so that video is not gonna come out till between the next 2 weeks. I realized I got a script and stuff, and then we got to start editing and etc. It shouldn't be too long to finish, but for right now, I want to get a video out every week. So here we are, coming off of last chapter. We end off there with basically Yuta pulling up, Rika being fucking huge, way bigger than usual, slamming down on Sukuna. Sukuna's basically like, hey, either throw hands like your life depends on it, or everybody around you is going to die. I think this way I think that Sukuna, while being obviously serious, also is just using this as a way to encourage Yuta to try harder. Obviously, Sukuna likes fighting, and he particularly likes fighting strong people, so it is always in his benefit to have some guy operating at peak performance try to beat him up, and then obviously getting absolutely bodied. But it's fun to have a little bit of a tussle, right? So that's where we end off last chapter. Now, going into the next chapter, obviously we're going to see a fight. I think easy prediction, there will be a fight. Boom. I think that's an easy check mark. Now, what's going to happen in this fight? Now, first off, I don't think Yuta's going to fight alone. I think there's going to be a huge jumpening. I think we've already seen a few times that fighting Sukuna one-on-one is not the wave. To jump Jujutsu Kaisen, there will be a jumpening. I know for a fact Yuji is going to participate in jumping. I don't think Yuji's taking a backseat again in fighting. I also think that next chapter, I don't know if we're going to necessarily see his curse technique, but we might get more hints to like what else Yuji has in his arsenal, like what's up with the arms. We still have never gotten an explanation on the arms thing, so we might get an explanation on that next chapter, or at least get a hint towards what's going on with that. As for like a Kusakabe guy who's not a me student, can't remember his name, I'll put it in post here. And anyone else who's currently on the Hikari is another great person who could show up. People who are currently available who can help fight Sukuna are definitely going to be participating in this fight, but at the very least Yuji and Yuta are going to team up to fight Sukuna for sure. Another thing that goes into predicting what's going to happen next chapter is that Jujutsu Kaisen's editor, not Gege, but the actual editor, I don't know his name, but I'll put it in here. He said that this chapter, from my understanding, this chapter is supposed to be the chapter where something truly insane happens. Like the way it's explained to us is that like what happens in this chapter, particularly one panel that is going to occur, is so dastardly, so crazy that is actually going to set the Jujutsu Kaisen fandom on fire. Like if Gojo versus Sukuna set the community on fire, followed by Gojo's death, if that was an example of something that set the community on fire, if Yuji pulling up, the gang pulling up, big Kashimo pulling up was an example of something that set the community on fire, so on and so forth. You can think of any big moment from JJK, right? If all those moments set the community on fire, obviously, if he's saying like, hey, this is huge, like this is very different, I'm sure that there's going to be something that really does speak to the community on a level that we're not used to. If I had to guess, and something that a lot of the community, people in the community are saying is that Sukuna's going to eat Yuta. Either take a huge chunk out of Yuta, like
I'm fucking dying. My tummy is ready for food in my belly.
And just eat like a big part of Yuta, like either take his whole arm, maybe part of his shoulder or whatever. Take a huge bite of him, take a huge bite of Rika. Basically, he's gonna cannibalize somebody, right? We've been aware that Sukuna is a cannibal. He does indeed like eating people. He's totally fine with that. We don't know how that benefits him, or if it benefits him at all, or this is just like something he does on his free time. But we are aware he does that. So him doing that to a fan favorite like Yuta would be pretty insane. As an easy prediction for what's the big moment next chapter, beyond just the normal fighting. Another option could be to Yuji curse technique reveal, but I find this like low on the priority list of things because I feel like if we were gonna have that, we would have had that this chapter, seeing as Yuji kind of was 1v1ing Sukuna for a little bit, you know, but no interruption, nobody else is here. So if there was ever a moment for it to be kind of elaborated on what his curse technique or what his abilities are, what like the arm thing, since we haven't got an explanation for that up to now, is that would have happened already, I think. Another option is Maki has been missing this whole time. She has no cursed energy. She's gonna pull a Toji, like full on, like repeat of the scene where Toji pulls up, stabs Gojo through. Like, we're creating an opening where Sukuna's not paying attention. He's not thinking about Maki at all. He's just fighting. He's like, you know, either he's bored or he's having a good time, whatever it is. And then he at least expects it. Bang! Soul split katana. That'd be so disgusting. That would also be good. Now, knowing Gege, I don't think he's going to give us a good moment. I don't think the editor is going to point out a good moment that's coming, but it is an option for something that is very shocking that could happen. That would be a great addition to the manga and definitely would set the community on fire. I would say those are like my three main predictions as far as like things that could realistically happen that would definitely be huge enough that would warrant the editor basically being like, yeah, this chapter in particular, you're going to take note of. Any of those three things happen. One, Yuta gets, I don't want to say word body. I don't think he's going to die next chapter. I just think Yuta has a perfect record of fighting, right? He just pulled up. I don't think, he's not considered the strongest, so he's not getting that, you were great, you'll be remembered for all of history, yada, yada, yada. I don't think he's getting that kind of treatment. I think he is going to get at least a couple of chapters in. Yes, I also know how ironic that is because I literally said that about Kashimo, but whatever, he's going to get a couple of chapters in. And if he's going to die, he's going to die, but I think he's going to at least get at least 2 or 3 chapters of fighting him, at least. So, with that being said, I don't think he's going to die, but I think he will take a huge wound. Again, he can heal, but I think he's going to take a huge wound. And if it's going to be a huge wound, it's going to be a bite. It's going to be a bite followed by curse technique stealing. That would be a huge scene, easy. Second option, I would say second most likely, is Maki pulls up and just goes in with the soul split katana. I don't think Sukuna's going to die from soul split katana, but I definitely do think that the concept of Maki sneak attacking Sukuna, being the first one to get like proper damage on his true form, would be perfect. Third option, Yuji power reveal, maybe with a combo attack with him and Yuta, something like that. Maybe they work together with the Yuji curse technique reveal or power reveal that goes into a good decisive hit on Sukuna. I feel like any of those 3 could be good. Knowing Gege, he's probably going to lead towards giving someone the absolute shaft with Sukuna, cannibalizing them, bonding the hell out of them, like something like that. But I'm not unhopeful that, you know, we're going to see some positive results from Yuta pulling up and being able to fight Sukuna directly. Those are my overall predictions. I also don't think we're going to see Hikari next chapter. I think he can pull up, but I feel like we're going to get some time with the Hikari versus Urame fight. So he can't pull up yet. So with that being the case, I think that we're not going to see him. It's going to be something important following Yuta, Maki, or Yuji. I think that those are the 3 people who it has to be. Obviously, Sukuna's the one they're fighting, so he's going to be a part of it. But I think those are my 3 contenders for top pick of next big moment for next chapter. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say for this video. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe and watch the videos on the right. Other than that, the doc is out. Bye.